Buchanan County, Missouri, now also under a tornado warning. So we saw this thing get quite intense there for a bit. It never really got to the wedge status that it looked like it was trying to, but you saw how the mesocyclone really expanded and the storm got much stronger and the tornado got bigger. Now,
that one because it's switching over into Paducah's National Weather Service jurisdiction now.
The kind of the opposite thing has happened, and that big mesocyclone has kind of lifted up a little bit, and now we have a smaller one coming back down. So this is a very common thing that happens. It's a cycle. The storm is cycling, and it's happening right above storm chaser Hunter Hurley right now. Look at that. Oh my God. Chandra, is that the correct name and location in 2? Okay, never mind. I see it. All right. So we have 2 views of this thing from Storm Runner Media and Hunter Hurley of the huge spinning mesocyclone right above them right now. This is a live look at the giant spin. This is not sped up or anything. The giant rotating tornado-producing storm that's moving past Birch Tree and into Bartlett right now. This is Highway 60. Our storm chasers are on Highway 60, pointing the cameras right above them. This is about to produce another big tornado right here. Wow. So if you're just now tuning in, what you're looking at here is a live look at the base of a thunderstorm that has produced several tornadoes. It's about to do it again. We think this storm is capable of producing a very large tornado. This tornado has already done significant damage, but I'm concerned that it's going to become a tornado that could do even, bigger damage than what we've already seen. And the storm is still spinning enough to promote that idea, that's for sure. Once again, not sped up or anything. Oh, you can see now on the ground there, we've got contact with the ground. Tornado once again on the ground here, now coming into Bartlett, Missouri.
Ryan, I'm unsure if you can see it on stream, but we do have another tornado on the ground to our left right now. We've got the camera pointed right at it.
And that's the voice of Hunter Hurley right there, who once again also is in the car with Andy. There it is. Look at that. Damage now being done as the tornado is on the ground, moving into Bartlett now. Unfortunately, y'all, this is put that in 3. Put Jordan in 3 so I can have all 3 of them. Unfortunately, now this is kind of going through its recycle period as it comes up into Winona. And Winona is a pretty large, quite populated area. It's not a huge city or anything, but it's out of all the towns that we've been talking about today, it's one of the bigger ones. So as this tornado rides Highway 60 past Bartlett and over towards Winona, it's going to come into town on the side over there where the Motel 60 is, okay? Anywhere between Hilltop Farm and Brawley's Powderhorn and Turtles, Hull, and Guns. If you guys know where that is, if you live over here in Winona, draw a line between those things and look west. That's where the tornado will come into town from. Can't tell you any specific streets it's going to cross or anything like that just yet, but it's going to come in from the west where Troy's Transmissions is, and Sarton's Towing and Winona Water Tower number 2. If you know where that is, and that's where the tornado is going to be coming in at. You still see debris flying in the air here from Storm Chaser, Storm Runner Media, who is pretty much in a very similar spot to Hunter Hurley. Oh, and now You can see the tornado doing still doing damage there as it looks like it's crossing the road now, or it's just about to cross the road right in front of them. And the road that these guys are on, once again, for anybody that's just now tuning in, the road that these guys are on is Highway 60. Highway 60 that connects Birch Tree, Bartlett, and Winona. Wow. This is a live look at the tornado now crossing Highway 60. You can see it's not a huge tornado, but whatever it hits, it's tearing it apart. So this is why we're asking you to be in your safe spots in Bartlett and Winona. And we're also continuing to be quite concerned that this is going to get much larger as it approaches Winona. Wow, unbelievable footage here of the tornado crossing the road right in front of Storm Runner Media. Also, right in front of Hunter Hurley, where it looks like there's some pretty significant damage there. He's got to get out of there before a tree falls and they're stuck. Oh my gosh, also Jordan Hall. Jordan Hall has a live look at this thing too. But, wow. Yeah, so you can see there's a lot of debris here. Oh my God, we have too many angles of this thing. I don't know what to show. This is Storm Runner Media's view once again as the storm is now past Highway 60. It's still really close to 160 or Highway 60 though. Okay. We've got Jordan Hall, but his feed just continues to be frozen. But yeah, okay, so if you're just now tuning in, we're trying our best to show you this tornado because it's scientifically proven that people pay more attention to tornado warnings when we can actually show them the tornado and it's not just a bunch of colors on a map, okay? What we just saw was a pretty intense but small tornado crossing Highway 60 right before it comes into Winona. What we're concerned about is that tornado obviously hitting structures. If that hits a house, it's going to cause significant damage to it. It could be a life-threatening situation if you get caught, without being in shelter. But what we're concerned about is the storm as a whole getting larger and producing an even bigger tornado as it comes into Winona, okay? Something interesting is happening here on radar where we're starting to notice another storm that's formed back here near Birch Tree.
Ryan, hey, this is Hunter. We do have twin tornadoes ongoing right now heading for Winona.
Twin tornadoes. So now we have two tornadoes on the ground associated with this storm, according to Hunter Hurley. Once again, who meteorologist Andy Hill's in the car with him. But this little storm right here that's kind of nudging up against the hook where the tornado is, that is usually something that actually enhances tornado genesis and leads to a larger tornado. So this is unfortunate timing once again for Winona, as we have that nudge happening. We have two tornadoes currently on the ground, and we have potentially an intensifying circulation here as it comes right into Winona. Yeah, the mesocyclone is huge here. Like the lowering, the big part of the storm that's rotating, that's not necessarily the little funnel that's making contact with the ground, is so large. So thankfully we haven't seen that fully condensate all the way to the ground, and we haven't seen it kind of evolve in the way that it could. But this thing's got a long ways to go. This is why we always tell you that we are concerned whenever there's a chance that we see discrete supercells. This thing is going to dance around Highway 60, hitting little towns for hours, and nothing's going to stop it. And as we go later into the evening, the sun's going to start to set, and we're going to see an increase in our low-level jet, and then that's going to enhance the tornado probabilities as well, and it's also going to make the possibility of seeing a large tornado more likely. So if these supercells stay discrete and they continue to kind of put down tornadoes like this, they're only going to get more intense as time goes on. Okay, put him in 3 because I haven't seen anything on Jordan's. It's so laggy. Go ahead, Elijah.
Hey Ryan, so the tornado we just saw on stream minutes ago, debris from that was actually lofted at least 19,500 feet. So even that small amount of debris you saw, some of that got lofted over 19,000 feet into the air.
Wow. Thank you, Elijah. So at one point, the tornado, especially as it was between Mountain View and Birch Tree, it was quite powerful. So we're afraid that might happen again here. As the tornado continues to go over towards Winona, which it's coming in now. It's getting quite close now. This is a live look from Bryce Shelton. If you're just now tuning in, basically we've got all of our eyes on this one storm here that's coming into Winona and Van Buren in Missouri because we've got so many storm chasers on it, and we can very clearly see that there is a tornado here that's causing some problems. But this is not the only tornado warning that we have. We have a bunch. So I'm going to go over all of them, but first I want to reiterate that everybody needs to be in their safe spots here in Winona. This is about to be a big storm, especially on the southern side of town there. Turtles, Holes, and Guns,
Hey,
over
Ron,
towards Two Pines Conservation Education Center, over towards Low Wassee. This is coming towards you, and it's going to cause damage. All right. Now, some other storms that we are watching right now that might produce a tornado in the next little bit, if it's not already producing a tornado, is the storm coming up towards Ellington and Annapolis in Missouri, and also Mauser Hill and Midridge in Missouri. Additionally, we have a tornado warned storm to the east of St. Louis now, moving into Muskota and New Baden and Lebanon in Illinois. This